Hi, this is Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5, and you are listening to the 13th Wolfman. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Where did that come from?
Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what? The people over Mill Creek were nice enough to send over. I've already talked about the cover of this. Silent Rage. Yeah, I talked about the really cool slipcase, for this movie. It's cool because the, you know, the two covers are different. I kind of like that. Yes, you got Chuck Norris's face here and Chuck Norris's face here, but there's a little bit different action going on around here. But let's talk about the movie Silent Rage. This has got to be one of Chuck Norris's better films. This was during the first wave of Norris films, when he started making movies in the 70s. And here he plays a cop. Not really much of a stretch. I think most of the time he played a cop in a lot of his films, except for like The Octagon and stuff like that. But he plays a cop, and this is really special because this is a Chuck Norris movie, but it's more of a slasher film. It really is. So there are these doctors that are doing kind of like the reanimator thing. They've developed a serum, a serum. We'll call it that. A formula. And one day, at the very beginning of the movie, this guy wakes up and he gets a phone call and he's talking to his doctor, and he tells the doctor, he goes, "I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling very well at all." And he just snaps and goes after his family with an axe. Cops show up, light him up with some guns, boom, he's dead. Or is he? They take the doctor that's treating him, Ron Silver, shows up and says, "Well, I'm his psychiatrist, blah blah blah." They take the patient away, in a gurney, and two of his associates shoot him up with this serum. Ron Silver's not exactly happy about it, but it is what it is. It's not his neck on the line. Little do they know that the serum is basically, like I said, it's like a reanimator. It's a reanimated process. They bring this guy back from death. He's like Wolverine. He heals like super fast. This movie is so cool. And unfortunately, this is one of Chuck Norris's movies where the fighting scenes aren't as exciting as they've been in some of his other stuff. I mean, you could tell that the person that he's fighting isn't as well versed in martial arts. At this time, Chuck Norris was the 6-time world karate champion. I mean, so he's like, I got all these moves, but it doesn't look like he can really use them too well because, like I said, the people that he's fighting against just don't show it. This is a cool movie. This is a really, really cool movie. It's nice to see that this is finally out on DVD. The transfer looks great. I don't know. It's like I said, Ron Silver, Chuck Norris, Stephen Furst is in this. The guy that played Flounder in Animal House, and he's been in other stuff too. He was on St. Elsewhere, stuff like that. But yeah, so Stephen Furst shows up, and he's a deputy, but he's kind of like the comic relief. And as good as it is, I would have liked to have seen him kind of tackle the character of that he plays from a serious point. I mean, there's a lot of cops in this town. It's amazing. At the very beginning, when they light up the bad guy, it's like every cop in town shows up at this house. And I remember thinking to myself, going, okay, now it's time to rob the bank. Someone needs to go across town and rob the bank because every cop that's doing anything to protect this town is at this one particular place. But yeah, Stephen Furst, he does a good job in this. Like I said, I like to see him more than just the comic relief, but He did a good job. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. There's again, Mill Creek. It depends on what they get, but this is Silent Rage. There are no special features on this. It's kind of sad because it would be really interesting to see like some behind the scenes stuff or some deleted scenes or a blooper reel. Yeah, I know it's 1982 and they probably don't have all that stuff, but it would be nice to see something pulled out of the vault. Even a trailer would be cool. So again, thank you Mill Creek for putting this out. I think it's awesome. What do I give the movie? I give this movie a 3.25 out of 4. Yeah, 3.25 out of 4. It's a good movie. Is it a great movie? But it's really cool because it's a thriller Chuck Norris film. That's the thing that sells me on it. Is the fact that it's just one of those things that you don't think of when you think of Chuck Norris. You don't think of supernatural or slasher type stuff. You just think, oh, Chuck Norris, the badass, fighting machine. So yeah, I'm gonna leave a link below where you can go online and check the stuff out over at Mill Creek. So, as always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always know what you want to say. And when you do subscribe, hit that bell button. That way you'll be notified anytime that I put up something new. As always, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and, yep, I'm on the prowl.